Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new night point of view driving review. In front of us is the new Tesla Model 3 Highland. Now this is the entry Model 3 or the rear-wheel drive with the LFP battery and briefly called standard. Now if you have your phone, it's your key, you can just approach the car, enter inside it, it will unlock. Now I'm just going to unlock the car so you can see at least the daytime running lights. The headlights come on when you start the car. Now this one is the rear-wheel drive. It has an electric motor delivering 208 kilowatts of power. That's equal to 283 horsepower. 0 to 100 is 6.2 seconds and top speed is 201 kilometers per hour. We're going to test the 0 to 100 tonight. Top speed is not legal in Croatia. It is only in Germany as far as I know. Now we're sitting on 18-inch, but these are steel wheels with hubcaps. These are completely closed besides the air valves for better efficiency. Now this is also a revised suspension, so it was only available in the Model Y Legacy before the Juniper. So the Legacy Model 3 suspension was very harsh. I know because I had one. And I've upgraded to Koni because Tesla didn't want to sell me from the Highland the FSD, so frequency selective dampening. That's more comfortable than this one. This one is, again, better than the OEM, but if you go for the premium trim, you get even more comfortable suspension. And to come to the back here, my app has closed. So to come back to the back of the car, you can see here the beautiful Highland taillights. Now, I'm just going to jump into the car, and I don't need to have the app open. It could be just in phone in my pocket. So, it's smart solutions from Tesla. Now, let me buckle up. Okay, so this is the standard interior at night. I did a night review as well, but just to show you, you can increase the brightness so you can even see better, or switch these off so they have two levels. Now, one thing you're going to notice that the entry Model 3 doesn't have is the ambient light strip. Unfortunately, I wish they've kept that because it kind of lifts up the interior, but otherwise the interior is more or less identical. And you have the blind spot. You're going to see that tonight. One thing you don't have is auto dimming side mirrors. You do have the middle mirror auto dimming feature still. And in Europe, these fold. In Northern America, they don't, as far as I've seen. Let me just show you here the cameras. This is the front camera. You have the washer nozzle. So this is also the revised Highland, or excuse me, the refresh, because it has the front camera. The early ones didn't have that. And you can switch to the rear camera. The rear camera doesn't have the washer nozzle for some reason. They only added it to the front. I think it's also important to have it on the rear. Although the Highland, unlike the Model Y Juniper, has some sort of cover to prevent droplets, sticking to the camera lens. Now, this car has a also, let me just show you here. I'm in the dynamic standard, so I don't think there's any reason to drive in chill, because this is a really fun car and you want the whole power, not reduced. But this one has, you can't really see here a lot, only if I go maybe to softer, you can see Model 3. Full self-driving capability, included package, but it is not FSD supervised. It's still not legal in Croatia. Maybe by the end of the year it might get approval. So this has the enhanced autopilot, basically. So that is that. By the way, I've disabled the auto shift beta thing because it's not perfect. Sometimes it's going to work 90% and it's going to go forward because I've backed up into the parking space, but sometimes it might just go reverse. I saw one person do that in a car wash, almost hitting another car, and I saw another Reddit post where someone actually damaged the bumper thanks to that. So I'm not doing that, not risking. Here you can have a satellite view. This has a premium connection, or you can have it like this. I do like the satellite personally, and because of the FSD or enhanced autopilot in this case, you do have full screen. It's pretty cool, and you can see their surrounding. You can see there's like a tree, so you can see how Tesla sees that. And the avatar is beautiful. So if I lift off a foot off the brake, or just press park here, I'm in park though. I just want to switch to the. Let me just see something. Yeah, now it went to park. The avatar here is beautiful. It's like a video game, and it looks amazing, and it has this beautiful new visualization. Now, as a legacy Model 3 owner, it takes a little bit getting used to up is forward, down is backwards or reverse, because it's usually with a gear selector down for drive, up for reverse. But it's a matter of habit, muscle memory. I'm glad they returned the turn signal in this one. And before we take out, I just want to show you, if you're here for the first time, you can check my detailed day review and night review. I just want to demonstrate the sound a little bit. So really good sound system, although this is not the premium sound system. Okay, there's one weird thing. You need to listen to ads if you have the premium. If you don't have the premium connection, you don't. So it just really makes no sense. But, okay, here it is a little bit. Okay, this is now mostly domestic music. I like to always play something international, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have anything. Okay, I think I know this song, but I can't play it for too long not to get a copyright strike. Let's head out and start driving. Now, full self-driving, but by a human. Okay, Model 3 rear-wheel drive. My friend has the legacy one, and I have the all-wheel drive, but I gotta say the standard is really fun, simply because it's lighter, because it doesn't have the front electric motor, and the battery is slightly, I guess, less heavier. It is the best value for money because it has a 60 kilowatt-hour usable LFP battery, and the LFP battery, or the LFP chemistry, is more reliable regarding longevity of the battery. It's less degradation, double the cycles compared to the classical batteries. So it's a great deal, and also not prone to catching on fire. Now, the rear-wheel drive, I'm not sure if this car has the electric motor on the back. From the performance, I know it had it in the past, but they reduced this one a little bit. 0 to 100 was before like 5.5, if I'm not mistaken, and it had 300 horsepower, 299 to be specific, but they reduced it a little bit. But still, it's super fun car. Now, the revised suspension, speed bumps are okay. All of these imperfections, it's soaking it up nicely. But once you drive the FSD suspension, it's even better. So this is really good, but it can be better if you go for the premium trim. But here tonight we're reviewing the entry, or the standard. Now, 283 horsepower, this car is a beast. It's like a little go-kart. It's really fun, it's stable in the bends. Look at this. I can go so fast in the bend. The car is so stable because of the low center of gravity. It's so precise, it's super fun. But I didn't talk about consumption. I got lowest cruising between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour. in standard 95 kilowatts per 100 kilometers. Guys, a little correction, I just realized I made a little error. It was 9.5, so not 95. That would be crazy. I think I've made that small 1 decimal error. Since my last charge, I have here 12.6. Again, amazing and very efficient. They increased the range with the Highland because of better, less drag and more efficient electric motor. Now, it is amazing what they did, but they didn't increase the battery or the weight. They just improved the efficiency and the aerodynamics of the car. Also, one thing they improved is the NVH. It's called noise, vibration, and harshness, meaning the body of the car is more rigid. This one is not single casting, but it's less wiggling of the body itself, and there's less, thanks to also the better improved suspension, less noise from the road coming into the cabin. So those are some of the complaints. They also made it more quieter. You have a double glazed front windshield and the roof. The sides are not. The side glass on the windows is not double glazed. It does help regarding the sound. You just press here and you mute the new ADAS. Now, it is better in the premium trim where you have double pane glass, but it's not a huge difference. They've added more acoustic dampening materials in the doors, so these things help. Now, sometimes the turn signal does not disengage, but I've noticed when you press it once, it doesn't flash 3 times like in the Legacy. I'm gonna press only once now. It keeps on until you change the lane, and then it stops. So that's something new. I can press here once to engage the autopilot, so you can't engage the cruise control and then the autopilot like in the Legacy. So that's different, something you have to get used to. You can just press to disengage. Now, if you're driving and you want to, increase the speed, you just hold the speed limit. In the Legacy, you would just tap, but here you hear that chim sound. It's like overspeed warning. It's a new EU mandatory ADAS feature, but Tesla added, you just press 1 tap on the speed limit sign and you mute the chim for the rest of the drive. You could definitely disable that in the software if you have Tesla software for this as a service, third-party service, but I doubt Tesla will do that for you, and it's illegal basically. So that's that. Now, the brakes, I haven't checked the brakes in this car. I have to say I've noticed compared to my car, since I have dual motors, it's heavier recuperation or stronger. That's the better word. In this one, if I let go, it's a little bit more lighter, but since I've sat in this car, I love one-pedal driving so much that I haven't used the brakes. The brakes are, yeah, they're good, standard. Grippy, especially when you deeply press them in. But there is one con about one-pedal driving, and that is simply the fact that if you don't use your brakes, they're going to start rusting, and you should occasionally, use those or press them in. This standard model doesn't have the option to reduce the acceleration, but if you go for the Highland premium trim, it does. Now, generally overview in the Model 3 is great. Mirrors, this is the maximum. I think it would be cooler if you can just move them a little bit more so you can see more of your blind spot. Although you have that, you have the camera and so on. The view in the back, you can see behind yourself, but I thought the middle new headrest would be obstructive, but it's not. I'm not sure if you can see it for the camera, but you have those excellent resolution cameras, and generally speaking, it's not a problem to park this car. But if I don't forget, I'm going to show you in the garage. There is self-parking. Actually, I think I've added that to the review. So check my detailed day review of this car. It's like 35 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I really went in depth also with the infotainment, so it usually takes a little bit more time. But I've also covered the whole car. If you're looking at the specific car, you can check that detailed review. You won't find a more detailed review online. Yeah, see, I'm just easily going over the speed limit, but luckily Croatia is one of the rare countries where you have tolerance to the speed limit. Up to 100 kilometers per hour, you have extra 10 kilometers you can drive above the speed limit. On the highway, it's 10% past 100 kilometers per hour, plus 10% on the speedo. But just if you're from abroad, stick to 140 on the highway. That's fine. You won't be pulled over by the police. Croatians can drive up to 150, 55. But as someone from abroad, as a tourist, you're risking a fine. There is, I've said that a couple of times, a law that states you have the tolerance, but the police, if you're from abroad, they will not let you use that. They will just, they're counting you're not going to go appeal for the fine. They're just going to tell you that's the speed limit. So you will be fine if you're driving up to 140 max on the highway. Okay, and in the city, the same. So 10 kilometers stop. So I can drive here 80. I am saving myself, trying to be responsible in the city for the highway, so I'm gonna punch it there. And this car is, you're gonna see now, so fun to drive. It's amazing. Now, what's also amazing, in Europe, you still have the autopilot lane centering feature. In Northern America, they've removed that, so that's really lame. But it's obviously they want you to subscribe to the full self-driving supervised. Personally, I've been on the demo drive in Croatia. It works almost flawlessly until it doesn't. And I think it's just too expensive to pay 100 euros a month for babysitting a beta software. So if this was fully finished product and actually full self-driving, that you don't have to drive, so you can read a book or watch a movie while on a longer trip, then I would pay 100 euros a month for that. But I personally enjoy driving the car. It's such a fun car, and I think it's a shame if you have a software that's driving you and just sitting here and babysitting it. And again, also one of the reasons why I personally don't want to use that is because Tesla does not take responsibility for any damages or for the software mistakes. You are. So yeah, another reason why I would personally not use that. Here starts the fun drive. So yeah, this is a super car now. It's really great. It's like a sports car, really precise and fun. I'm flooring it now. Up to 150 and slowing down. Just a little demo. So we have great tires, but there's going to be a rough asphalt up ahead. So I'm just going to slow down to 100. Yeah, these are acoustic tires, really good. This is 100 kilometers per hour. Now compared to the premium with double glass, it's very close. This one's also better than the Legacy regarding wind noise. Smooth and rough asphalt, you can hear the difference. This is 130. If I speed up to 150 again, yeah, it gets noisy. But we're gonna slow down. Now you can see the matrix LED headlights. We have a long beam. Now we created a shadow for that semi or truck, whatever you call that, lorry. So I feel like the matrix is better in the Legacy because it has a lens. This one has like different pixels, but it's also good. Now let me engage the autopilot. So in the enhanced autopilot, you have the feature, if you navigate, it's gonna drive from the on-ramp to the off-ramp. Now, this one has a feature for self-lane change. So let me just slow down a little bit here. There's another car passing me, so you're going to see the blind spot light. You have that little light. I think they maybe should have made a bigger light. Now, I'm not going to catch up to that car, but I'm just going to change lanes to show you that the car can do it. You need to keep your hand on the steering wheel. You don't even have to do an input, and it will do it for you. So I'm just keeping my hand on the steering wheel. I'm not moving the steering wheel. I'm just using the turn signal now. And the car moves. Before I was convinced that you had to make an input, but you don't. You just need to keep your hand on the steering wheel so it knows you're here, that you're ready to take if necessary. As a Tesla owner, I have to say regarding software, the whole experience, and as a car reviewer, I've tested many EVs. This is by far the best EV you can buy. And I've tested a lot of things. Ooh, it saw, they haven't erased this old marking and it reacted to it. So you really need to pay attention all the time. I'm wondering how the FSD supervisor would react to this. It's probably smarter because this is not the same software. It's not software locked here. It's completely different software for the FSD supervised. So this is only enhanced autopilot. But back to my comment, by far the best car. Look at this, just flies. By far the best car you can buy. Now, regarding practicality, if you have kids on the back, it's fine, but if you have adults, do yourself a favor. If you have tall kids or teenagers that are taller, buy yourself a Model Y. This is a fun car, but it's low. And I wanted to upgrade personally to the Model Y, but there's a 9,000 euro incentive. And this year it was for businesses, so I tried to apply and I got rejected, so some stupid bureaucracy. So unfortunately I had to cancel my order, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna order a new one. I'm still gonna drive the Model 3, but if you're a tall person, definitely the Model 3 is not for you, trust me. Go for the Model Y. When I bought the Model 3, Model Y wasn't available in Europe at the moment, so yeah, bad luck. But We're getting close to our spot where we do 0 to 100, and we're gonna test this car. 6 seconds, 6.2 specifically, should be fun. My Model 3 has a 4.4, and after that, I think that's generally fine, but the performance, I tried it out, is obnoxious. It makes you sick sometimes, or you have this real weird sensation in your head for the first time until you get used to that acceleration. So I think 6 seconds is pretty much fine. It's fun. Everything below 6 seconds is great and close to insane if it's like under 2 seconds or even 3. But cars that are up to 6 seconds are really fun. Everything longer is just like slow, and I cannot emphasize how happy I am I don't get Teslas on tests for press cars too often, but I test cars and I drive so many boring cars. So, you know, because most people can afford an average car, they don't need so much power. And they're really not that good once you try something like this. So tonight I'm really enjoying this ride and presenting you this car. Now, if you ask me personally, I would go for the premium trim because I like the ambient lights and the comfortable suspension and all of those goodies. But if you want the LFP battery, this is the car for you. Now, there are, before they've introduced this budget-oriented Model 3, there's the premium trim. It wasn't called premium at the time, with the LFP battery, and that's the best deal. But you don't have that anymore. You can't configure it. So those cars are probably a little bit up in value on the used market. But if you're looking for that, maybe you should consider a used one. Those are a great deal. No traffic in front or rear. I'm gonna floor it. Brake check. So no emergency hazard lights, but very decent 0 to 100. Really fun. Now I have to wrap up the video, sadly, but I have to reflect a little bit on the competition. I think Tesla still has a lead in the whole user experience. It's like an Apple. But the competition from the 80s, specifically the BYD, is getting better. And with the new BYD blade battery 2nd gen and flash charging, they're breathing over Tesla's neck. And I think Tesla needs to step up their game regarding battery technology in the next 4 years, because there's going to be dramatic changes in the future of fast charging and, you know, probably range as well. So I hope Tesla is going to keep up the good work. And if by any chance someone from Tesla is watching this, now one feature I would really like in this car is the speed camera chim while I'm not navigating. Renault has that. It's really great feature, so just that'd be really great. Now I'm about to end here the video, and I did promise you self-parking. Okay, so you can see there's plenty of parking spots. I'm going to choose, this one next to us. So just a demo. I'm going to press start. My hand and foot are off. There's a column here. So I'm going to let the car do itself. Its thing, whatever. Ooh, I didn't know I was parking next to the pillar. I'm going to hover over the brake. but that was perfect. That was perfect, honestly. I'm inside the markings. So let me just see if I go straight. I want to see how far. It has enough space between the columns. Oh, I was definitely on the edge of the lane marking. I was not in the center, but I guess because of the pillar. This is one feature also, if by anyone, any chance anyone's watching from Tesla, I want this to be sold separately as a feature. So I just want to buy this. I don't want the whole enhanced autopilot. I don't want to pay a subscription. I just want to have this feature. And by now, you know, this should be maybe standard. I mean, BYD has a lot of standard features, like the, okay, not the lane change, that was Geely, sorry, but this, I think this should have been standard by now for this price, or at least Tesla. Just put a 500 euro option price tag on it and sell it separately. It's a really great feature. Yeah. Okay, I'm in park. That's it. I have to end up the video. Amazing car. I can probably talk more about it, but the video would be too long. That's why there's multiple videos on the channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, it's completely free. And before I slam the door, it's gonna shut off the lights. Let me just show you the sexy back end of the new Highland. I actually really love the Legacy Model 3 as well, but the Highland also looks amazing, nice and sharp. You can see the LED headlights on, and that's it. So you don't have to do anything, you just leave the car with lock. Same, when you approach it, you just open the door handle, jump inside, hit drive, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay tuned for more content, range test on a single charge, and charging speed. Bye.